to be a 10. I could walk here, I could have a glass of wine, I could sit outside and see the view.
Exactly.
And see great art.
But it's always interesting to see what different people consider, I guess, creativity and expression, and you know, how everybody's frame of reference is slightly different. And it's cool to be seeing an art show in New Rochelle. You know, I don't see too much of it.
I mean, last year was so successful, and we decided to make it an art fair in New Rochelle and Westchester, which we don't have an art fair.
This building is amazing. I've seen it, having lived here for 39 years. It's, you know, very interesting.
I like that you have to kind of walk around and explore and go upstairs.
I like the fact that we have art here in New Rochelle. It introduced me to some artists that I didn't know, and it reintroduced me to some artists that I was already aware of. I love the fact that it's in this building, which I've known since it was a decaying factory building, and now it's a beautiful loft building.
It has like a borderline between, like, you know, like these live work spaces where you could actually like feel like a different kind of energy than just, you know, here's some art.
I think that's one of the main things that attracted me more, to be able to see the building and the art in here. Not just the art itself, but the architecture of this building and how they have transformed it into a living space. I like the second floor where the tower was. That was my favorite.
I think Vincent's work is very different. I didn't know what to expect, and I watched his clips over and over, and I was still trying to figure things out. So I think it's kind of cool, and I want to see more of it.
I saw a lot of new work. I've seen Vincent's work before, and I'm pretty excited about his new stuff. So that's the first time I've seen it today. So.
He works in multi-mediums, painting, sculpture, video, photography. Vincent Zambrano.
Thank you, everybody. I just want to say thank you for coming. I mean, I want to thank John for letting me participate in this year, which is huge.
The first sequence, my Spanish is not good. What swinging string, what is the full title?
The title of this series is called The Sleep of Doubt. The whole series of this work came from Francisco Goya's etching from the 18th century. It's called The Sleep of Reason Produces Monsters. But there is so much stuff on that title that I didn't want it, to conflict with mine. But I decided to keep the wording that he wrote on the table. There was never any paintings or anything else but just drawings, etchings. There's like 48 etchings that he did, and they're beautiful, and I've been obsessed with it. So I decided to do my own spin into this whole series. also with the video that is part of that work.
I was just curious, and what I noticed was you had a lot of, masks over the face, but you can see the eyes, and sometimes like the blinking of the eyes was just like so significant, and maybe it was poised with the music. It carried through so much emotion. Like, was that conscious? Like, was that staged, or was that just like something just happened during the moment of filming?
That is something that just happened in the moment. It was a stage. Yes, thank you. The theme of the mask is really relevant to how society are governed by appearance. It's almost like a facade. We are something that we're not, and when we come close to someone else, that's what happens. We try to give them the appearance of what we want them to perceive us instead of what we are. That's how the video, the theme of the mask is. But for me also, the whole transition from when he starts dancing to the whole spiral of the staircase is because he has a destination in mind. And that destination is to conquer the hand of the queen. And the queen happens to be in the ballroom. And all these characters are pretending to be the suitors and try to conquer her hand. She's only waiting for a particular person, which is the dandy.
Vincent, you say in your bio that you approach video and painting very similarly. Did the painting come first, or did the video come first?
The painting came first. The etching came first, and then it was for me to get into a studio, take a high resolution photograph, and then after that the painting came, and then I decided to do the animation, because this particular video is about values in political corruption. The badge signifies the bad stuff that's going on right now, and the owls are the protectors. And the person that's sleeping there, and he's going through this nightmare, which is relevant from now, from whatever is going on, from the the Iraq war, and also the oil spill, all this stuff that we constantly have thoughts on before we go to sleep, and we're restless in that moment that is between sleep and awake. And I think at that time, for Goya, which he was the person that was sleeping there also, he thought the same in the 18th century with the French and the Spanish war. Right now I'm doing another small video just like the animation, and it has to do with one of the photographs that are on the walls. So I want to keep with this particular series for about another 2 years, until I'm satisfied that I'm done, and then I'm going to move to something else.
I was happy to meet Vincent at the Armory. I saw his work, loved it, and I thought that it would be, I thought he was going to be a great addition to this year, and hopefully next year. I can't wait to see what he has for next year.